A lot can happen in a week, and this telenovela is telenoveloing. But Faye is thriving. Let's get into these updates. On March 14th, right after the day after the whole press conference situation, Faye's dance group that she's working with, My Street Studio, posted her performing. It wasn't really her performing, it was like after practice, and looks like the guy who's like the head of it recorded a little video of them being silly. She's wearing a Million Max shirt. That shirt is ginormous, by the way. Everyone was like, oh, what's up with these one-size-fit-all clothing brand, but like, if that's the one size fits all, it's like super big on her. So it's gonna be like, if you're a normal sized person who's like under 5'10", it's gonna be swimming on you. It's gonna be like a blanket. So I think that's kind of funny. Very exciting. Looking forward to this fan meeting. Also want to point out about this post from My Street is that Faye is wearing sweats. I have never in my life seen her wear a pair of sweats. She is always wearing like really big jeans when she practices when she's dancing. So this is like shocking. I'm like, you own sweat clothes? Summer Summer and Sunny hanging out. So apparently Faye is still really busy with things, so she's been having Pam watch. Apparently Sunny and Summer are like besties and they get along really well, so that's really cute. It looks like Pam posted this on TikTok and them having a good time. I think before Sunny was hanging out with her friend P Ben, but now looks like Sunny hangs out with Pam and Gift. Also, for the updates for this fan meeting, notice that there was a butterfly in the countdown. So on day 3, there was a like yellow clear butterfly in the corner of this advertisement for the MGI post, and people were like, what in the heck, like why is that there? Why is there a random butterfly in this promotion when everyone knows that Faye uses the butterfly to symbol Yoko? So what are we doing here? We know that Faye has to approve these images before they go out, so she either approved that being there or she asked them to put that there. Who knows? All right, MGI posted as well the update for the 3rd day before the tickets were released, and I just have to point out just how well that MGI does their marketing. Really simple, just continually putting the imagery in front of people so you can see that the tickets are about to go on sale. Here's the links, here's the information, letting fans know. I know it just seems like such a simple thing, but it's like that's not what you get from NineStar. You get crumbs from them, barely any information. Even before the drama happened, like they were really awful at updating people about what was going on. This looks fantastic. A competent company. They also posted, so on day 2, MGI on their Instagram posted for 2 days until tickets, and what do we have here? Another butterfly. Oh, really interesting. Continues, just continues, huh? Also, she has like a clock here like that because the whole theme of the show is like timeless, I believe, so it makes sense there'd be a clock. In some negative news, on March 15th, people are still sending funeral wreaths to NineStar, so 2 more arrived here. Yeah, I just think this is so gross. I do not understand, like, people think this is funny. Is this like the time that you have? This is all the time you have to spend? You spend money on funeral wreaths to be sent to another country to harass people? Apparently what is written on this, it says NineStar bankrupt acquired, boss CEO will appear in coffin tomorrow, buried alive. Yeah, I can't get behind that. The other one says Wanwan's reputation's gone just like Nani's boobies, so now we have like some homophobic, or not homophobic, but rather transphobic language going on now, which is ridiculous when you're like in a sapphic industry and people are sending like discriminatory messages as well. Like what are we doing here? And this person thinks it's funny. And I'm like, there's a lot of people online who think it's funny, and I just have to think that you're a teenager. You have to be like 15 years old if you think stuff like this is funny. Some other interesting things that are happening is that the grandma from season 1 has been posting a lot online. She's on TikTok now, and she's been posting a lot, and people have been asking her questions, and so she's been answering them. There's a few posts, and I thought they were interesting. So this person wrote, in retrospect, I think when they changed the grandma, and she also left as a producer in season 2, was the first sign of trouble in Zero Star. Then Eyes and Marissa left. Then the talent managers left. Grandma responded and said, it's exactly as you think. She's just straight up telling people the truth, which I think at this point it is March now, and the show came out in March, so she left right around that time. I could imagine that if she signed an NDA, NDAs usually last no more than 1 year, and her NDA is up, so she can talk. So she is talking, and she is sharing a lot of information. there's more. Another person wrote, Grandma, is it worth it to fight for FayeYoko, or should we accept it's over? And she wrote, it's gone too far to fix, Mom. Which I have said, I'm just like, the FayeYoko stuff is over, guys. Like, get over it. Stop asking about it. Even if they are together personally in the background, like a real relationship outside of this ship, this coupledom, we're not gonna know about it. So stop trying to bring back fetch. It's not gonna happen in a business sense. Another person said, we need all of them safe. I think they meant safe and happy. Faye, Eyes, Marissa, and all producers and staff members left. Only Yoko left. We need to help her see the truth. Grandma writes, maybe time is necessary for her. Yeah, maybe time she'll realize that it's a bad business decision. I don't know. It's her life. Another person asked, can you imagine not one person has come out to defend that company or that lady? Everyone who worked there has left and are happy about it. That says a lot of how bad the company is. Grandma writes, Mom doesn't want to talk about NineStars, but I want to say that Mom loves Faye very much. That's like a confirmation in itself. All right, Nikki, who's a part of the Unsolicited Truth, posted this, and I have to say I am not a part of the boycott. I've said that many times. I don't really care about this boycott, but I do think that what she wrote is true. So she wrote, you see it right, with that press conference, they killed off our already weak and wavering FayeYoko fans. Once they got the weak to leave, then they start bolstering the solo Yoko fans. Their aim is to dissolve the FayeYoko fandom, pick up the strays, and then grow the Yobi so that they can be the support base for everything NineStar does, even if it's not Yoko related. By making Yoko the face of the company, they get their fans to buy into them, support them in everything they do in exchange for supporting Yoko. Yobis, please wake up and see how you're being used. Yoko has not had any real work in more than 6 months. What are you supporting, NineStar or Yoko? Now, like I just said, I don't care about the boycott. I don't care about this company existing or not. But I do agree that the whole point of the press conference was to solidify and let the public know that FayeYoko as a couple, as a ship, whatever, is over. The business is moving on, and that they are trying to focus on Yoko's fans, the Yobis, and to grow that fan base. I think that makes total sense. That's a good business move in itself. I agree with that, and if I was a business, I would be doing the same. What else would I do? This is my main star. There's the only person left. So yes, it's true. Do I agree with it on a business stance? Absolutely. Do I agree with it with the whole situation that's going on? I don't care. I don't care. I don't care about this company existing or not anymore. It doesn't matter to me. All right. And then some really exciting news happened. Carrie, I can't say her name. Nawat. I don't know how to pronounce this person's name. Posted this on their, I think it was their Instagram stories, if I'm not mistaken. Could have been TikTok. I can't remember. But this person is a producer and a former actor. Very famous actor, apparently. But she is one of the producers for 4E. And so she posted this. She met with Faye, and they had a really good conversation, looks like, because this picture looks very intimate. So, and what people are speculating is that she is talking to this producer of 4E. So it could mean that she might be in 4E in some capacity, not as a couple, obviously, but I'm hoping for a guest appearance. That would be so cool if she was able to get in it, and kind of nice little rub in NineStar's face if she's able to do that. I can see it happening. If not that, then I can see them working together in a future project. That makes sense. Also to note, Faye cut her hair. Her hair is significantly shorter in this picture. It looks like it. It's funny because in her live she did say to PI, like, should I cut my hair? Should I cut my hair? Why does everyone cut their hair due to heartbreak? Oh, this is just another picture of the producer, Nawat, when she was younger. I haven't seen any of her work, obviously, because I just got into Geo. But apparently, very, very important person. Oh, and then we have another NGI post. What makes it special? สนุกแน่นอนค่ะอะไรที่แฟนๆที่ไม่เคยได้เห็นหรือคนที่รอคอยว่าจะเห็นฝ้ายพิรยาในร่างไหนหรือเห็นฝ้ายสุภาพรในร่างไหนงานนี้จะได้เห็นแน่นอนและที่สำคัญ Special Grace ของฝ้ายนี่พิเศษสุดๆไปเลยค่ะจะบอกว่ากว่าจะได้คิวเขานี่ยากมากเลือดตาแทบกระเด็น แต่ว่าเพื่อแฟนๆทุกคนงานนี้ก็พี่นวัดจัดให้แล้วค่ะก็อยากให้แฟนๆทุกคนรอติดตามชมกันนะคะที่สำคัญอย่าลืมกดบัตรนะจะได้มาดูด้วยกัน There are subtitles in this video, which is so exciting. MGI put out a little teaser video to let people know about the fan meeting so Faye could directly talk to fans, and there's subtitles with it, English subtitles, which again the fandom has been like begging NineStar to do for them, but for the things that they put out, here we are, MGI just doing it on their own because they know that Faye has an international fan base. They are speaking to them. Unfortunately, it is in white color font or whatever. The font and the color background is white, so it is hard to read, so I can read it. What makes this event so special and fun? I can guarantee it's going to be an amazing time. Is there something fans have never seen before, or something they've been waiting to see? In what version of Faye Parada or Faye Superporn, you'll definitely get to see it at this event. And most importantly, the special guest, she is the most special one. Let me tell you, schedule was so difficult. It was extremely tough. It was the hardest struggle. But for all my fans, this event, Mr. Nawat made it happen. So I hope all the fans stay tuned and look forward to it. Most importantly, don't forget to enjoy it together so we can enjoy it. Super simple, straight to the point. Also teasing that there's going to be a special guest, which we all kind of know it's going to be Engfa. It has to be Engfa. Like, they're besties, and when they're MGI together, I mean, like, who else could it be? Maybe Charlotte, but that doesn't make as much sense as Engfa. So this was just so simple, so straight to the point. Is probably not even 30 seconds, but like this little teaser of information. This is what we want. Makes you excited about the fan meet. MGI, of course, also posted it on their X. Like I said, they posted on all of their platforms so you can watch it. And of course, they posted it on TikTok. Like I said, all the platforms. I just wanted to show that off. Engfa was interviewed by the press during her Janua event, where she wore this amazing black dress. If you haven't seen it, check my TikTok out, because I posted a video where I'm like losing my mind watching her dance in that dress. But yeah, they asked her about what was going on, and Juke did translate it. Engfa, I have met both Faye and Yoko in person, and they are both very sweet. I support them. We don't truly know what's going on behind the scenes since we are not there, but I believe both of them are generally good and kind people. I hope they get through the situation smoothly. I am cheering them on. The journalist says something, but couldn't hear it. Engfa answers, Faye might feel better with the support from people around her. She has received a lot of encouragement, so hopefully she is getting better. Journalist, hearing about the death threats, what do you think? Engfa, if that's really the case, it's very concerning. I've recently experienced extreme obsession myself. I just want to remind everyone to stay calm and be mindful. Being a fan of someone and taking certain actions can have real consequences. Everything can be traced back. I don't want anyone to get into trouble, so please think carefully. Journalist, will Faye speak up about this, or have you asked her? Engfa, I haven't asked, but I know there will be a fan meet on March 30th. You can ask her directly then. I love Engfa. She's really great at PR and understanding how to talk to the media, and what she did was just show support to both of them, and, you know, showed concern about the death threats, and then also be like, hey, I can't answer anything. If you have questions, ask her on the 30th at her fan meeting. So she was also like promoting the event at the same time. She is fantastic at PR and marketing. I love that. Engfa the professional. Another post from the person who works at My Street Studio with Faye, and this is so funny. It's so funny. It like cuts off right when she starts to bounce ass. Whoa. Are we gonna see that in the fan meeting? I hope so. She looks so happy though. She looked like her smile is coming back. She's been obviously sad and stuff, but seeing her smile and look goofy is encouraging. Apparently Faye is booked and busy. That producer who broke all the information apparently, or like let information slide about what was going on behind the scenes with NineStar and 4E, posted that said, I checked the schedule, I have to wait until next year. And people assume that she is talking about Faye. So that's what she posted on Twitter. And someone responded, it smells like the smell of success. And then they responded, it's really great. I'm happy for Faye. Everyone loves her. Booked and busy, kind of like just a confirmation of like what's going on with Faye. She has her calendar already full for the rest of the year, and I wonder if you compare that to NineStar, if there were any plans for the rest of the year. Supposedly there were, but we didn't know about them. Nothing was really communicated, and all we knew about was the newbie. So did announce that the special guest was going to be Engfa. Like I said, I was pretty sure that it was going to be her. I mean, who else was it going to be? So that's really exciting, and MGI promoting it. Looking forward to that. And of course they promoted it on their TikTok, their Instagram, their X account. So Faye, on X, Faye reposted the MGI posting. And so what does this say? She reposted it. It says, come on then, bro. Come on then, sis. It always translates to the masculine, but come on then, sis. Engfa responded, if you're so tough, come dance dong dong with me. Oh my god, that song Dong Dong, and them doing that hip thing that they do. Oh, I hope they dance to Dong Dong. I really hope so. And then Faye responded to that, and she said, found it. What does that mean? Oh, I'm excited. I'm super excited. Can't wait for them to be together. Yoko went live on TikTok after all of this mess, and she responded again to people asking her questions and asking people to move on, which for me, I'm like, stop talking about this. You really need to just stop talking. She talks too much. But again, people were asking, and so she does respond and say like, hey, can you please move on? So I'll share this video.
Already, and it's clearly enough, and I'm done. It's over now, So just move on, please. I think I'm clear enough. Just please, I'm done. Everyone hurt. Just stop. Let's move on.
So there you have it. Again, not only in the press conference, but now in a TikTok live, she's asking people to move on from the ship. She is moving on as a solo artist. Leave her alone. But people don't care. Like, they're still gonna harass her and harass NineStar and try to tear down the company, even though she keeps asking people to leave her alone. Do I have a new project? Yes, of course. So Yoko confirming that she does have projects coming up with NineStar, which I assume that there were stuff coming up. It's just, what are they, and are they interesting? That remains to be seen, because the newbie is not good. Fans asked her, teach me how to forget people. And Yoko says, I don't think we can forget people to change the way you feel about them. So basically, she's saying, you don't forget people, you just change the way you feel about them. And obviously she's referring to Faye. She's like, I'm not gonna forget her, I'm just changing the way that I see her and I think about her, how I feel about her. Yeah, it's called breaking up. It's called moving on. Guys, do that.
ห้องเราหมดสภาพเลยทุกคนคือหนูอะมานั่งเปิดของขวัญใช่ไหมแล้วหนูก็เห็นสิ่งนี้
Lies. People spread misinformation. So people put this as a translation. This is what I'm talking about when I say that people are going to manipulate what she says. She doesn't even say this in this. She says nothing about this, but this is going around and people are believing that she said this, like people twisting her words or saying or translating things incorrectly, and she said nothing about this. What she actually said, are you tired? She was reading a comment. Just a bit. Today, after I got back to my room, I was totally out of it. Everyone, I was sitting here opening gifts and I saw this. Ta-da! People online just manipulating information and not telling the truth. I am always coming from a place of facts and objectivity as much as I can. Of course, I'm gonna have my opinions about things. Alrighty then. Now here is the bomb that dropped on March 13th, right? They did the press conference with not even notifying anyone about it. They just told the press, and then it was broadcast online to tens of thousands of views. And then on March 17th, they thought it was a good idea to upload it to their YouTube channel. Again, the marketing, the PR, the bad decision making, I just don't understand what is going on with this company. Why would you think this was a good idea? But they thought it was. Let's put it on YouTube. They also made it very clear that it had English subtitles. So you can see here, they pointed it out, because there's been so much criticism to NineStar for them not including English subtitles in their media that they put out, or it being inaccurate. And then literally the day before, people were praising Faye and MGI for the subtitles in her promotion for her fan meeting. So literally the next day, they put out this content, this press conference, and then point out, hey, it has English subtitles. They're so funny. Also, I want to point out, this has been out for 3 days now, and it only has 25,000 views. That says a lot. NineStar also posted this on their X account. This is the only place that they updated about this press conference. Nowhere else, no TikTok, no Instagram. They just posted it on X that they posted the English subtitles of the press conference, which, most of the vitriol and the boycotting is happening on X. Some of it is on TikTok, very little though. Most of it, the vitriol and the hatred, is on X, so I guess that makes sense that they would put it here. This posting got 90, it's today. This is 3 days later, it has 90 likes and 191 comments, and I'm assuming the comments are all negative. Put pictures of Faye. Someone posted on X, I've noticed if there's a good update about Faye, you keep posting pointless things. Are you jealous of her? We said earlier that we are serious about English translation from Faye fan meeting, and now you post this nonsense press conference with English translation. You feel the insults? Probably. They're reading. I'm sure they're keeping up what's going on online and the criticism they have, so yeah. Probably. The next day after that, so the 18th, I believe, MGI posted that it was D-Day. Basically, it was the day to buy tickets for Faye's fan meeting. So, I don't know what this says. People said that there are 900 tickets for Faye's fan meeting are being reserved with the intention of harming the artist's sellout. They reserve the ticket and do not make the payment. We ask that you investigate this. So, people are saying that it looks like some tickets are being held. I don't know if that's true. I'd have to look at it. The D-Day is here, and yes, there is the butterfly emoji. As per usual, we got the butterfly emoji. Of course, they posted it on their X as well, and TikTok. And then Faye posted about it as well. She responded with, or reposted it with, a few more minutes, let's get ready together. I do remember that people said the website was having some issues though, and people were like, well, I think we broke the website, which, I mean, that's what happened with the clothing launch, so I wouldn't be surprised. Faye also posted on Weibo, are you ready for today? I'm so excited to meet you guys soon. I will give you a big hug. Love you. So she's still active on Weibo because she knows a lot of her fan base is from China. She's doing her due diligence, keeping up with them. She also wrote that day, I miss you very much, so I can meet, waiting for the day to meet. During this period, the weather changes often. Don't forget to drink a lot of water. She's always saying that. Don't forget to drink water. Alright, let's look at these tickets. I am curious about sellout. People said that there are like 900 tickets being reserved that haven't sold. So let's check it out. Okay, zone A1, sold out. A2, sold out. A3, sold out. A4, sold out. A5, sold out. Okay, so all of the VIP has sold out. B1s, the B1s, 2 and 3 are the still VIP, but it's not the special one. Okay, so then there's a whole bunch, it says that a whole bunch are still left though in the B. That's interesting. Are these reserved tickets? People are saying they're reserved and they haven't been bought. Same with B, there's still a few left. B2, excuse me. B3, same. It's like kind of sporadic. Now we have C1. Looks like there's a lot of tickets left. This is so weird because like when I first looked at this, the first day I looked at this, it was like almost completely sold out, like the entire thing. Same with C2, C3, like they're all the same. But when I looked at this the first time, all of like C2 was gone, but now there's like tons of seats left in C. D, that's D1. It's like half sold out. D2 is almost sold out. It's a smaller section in the back, and then D3, yeah. So that would like I think there's like 2,500 seats. So there's like 9, if it's true that people are reserving and not, like it's a bot or something and not checking out, that would be like 900 seats, if that's true, are still available. That's really messed up that they're doing her. But still, at the same time, I'm like, that's still over 1,000 people. That's like, what is that, like 1,600 people? That's still a lot of people, even if she didn't sell it out. But I don't know. I don't know what to think about that because, like I said, when I first looked at this, there was only like 500 tickets left, I think. I had looked at it and I was like, oh, this is almost sold out. It's pretty close to being sold out. And now I'm looking at it now and there's way more seating available. And things that said that were sold out are not sold out. I know they had issues with the website, so it could be about that. People who thought they bought things didn't actually go through and they didn't follow back up. I don't know. Regardless if it sells out or not, like I said, if there's 1,500 people, 1,600 people at this event, that's a big event. And 2,500 people is like kind of ridiculous. I mean, like Faye is huge, but she's not that big, especially in Thailand. I mean, she's her fame is growing, of course, but she's much bigger in China, and I think it would be easier to sell out 2,000, 2,500 tickets in China rather than Thailand. But because a lot of her fans are Chinese who are flying to Thailand for this event, so we will see. We'll see what happens with it. Like I said, even if it's only 1,600, that's a lot of people. That's a crazy amount of people for a fan meeting. MGI Hall is like so big. Nawat is at it again. He had a press conference. I don't know if it was specifically about Faye, but like they asked questions about Faye and he answered. He answered a lot of things. He had a lot of things to say. There's a whole bunch of videos. I have like clips of everything. They're all kind of out of order. I found, of course, Juth came to the rescue and Juth translated the whole thing. So let me read it, and I think it's really important and it kind of sheds some light on like what is going on, what happened with NineStar and the 4E project, what's going on with Faye, because Faye's not going to talk about anything anymore because she's a professional and she knows how to market herself, but Nawat has no problem talking. So what did he say? Question: do you know about Faye's issue? Nawat: she terminated the contract with the company because her previous shipping couple was no longer working with her. That was her personal reason. As for her previous company, both Faye and Yoko were under it. I heard some things from Faye about it, and if it's the company's policy, we respect each person's perspective. I told Faye that she still had 2 years left on her contract, so if she wanted to clear things up, she needed to do it legally, in writing, and sign the contract termination properly. That way, everything would be clear about where her life would go next. Faye took care of it herself about 2 to 3 weeks ago before coming to me. She terminated the contract with the company because her previous shipping couple was no longer working with her. That was her personal reason. The shipping couple. So is he saying because Yoko broke up with her, essentially? This is what is confusing because like they say things and I'm like, okay, but are you referring to this or this? Like it's kind of it's direct but vague at the same time. So I'm not really sure if he meant because the shipping couple ended, like Faye and Yoko together, their personal relationship ended, that is why Faye left? Or is he saying that NineStar ended the ship and that's why she left? It's a little vague there. I'm like, God damn it, Nawat. Telling us stuff, but then being somewhat vague. But someone asked this question. Yeah, it just meant, that's what I thought. It meant that her personal reason was because her and Yoko broke up. That was the personal reason she was willing to leave. And then probably the nail in the coffin was when she found out that she wasn't going to be a part of 4E. Because I think she was like, well, okay, we broke up, but we can be professional. We can still work together. But then the 4E situation happened, and she was like, okay, well, what's the point? I mean, even staying, like, if I'm not even going to work with her. She's not my girlfriend anymore, and we're not going to be in this next huge series together, so what is the point of me being here? And that's why she left. So, totally makes sense. And then he said, he told her to end the contract, and then 2 to 3 weeks ago, she did it before coming to him. So 2 to 3 weeks ago, let's say 3 weeks ago, yeah, when the announcement happened. So basically, when he said that he had talked to her, then like 2-3 weeks later, or a week later, she went to them, ended the contract, and then they let us know on February 17th that it ended. So that would make sense that it was like 2-3 weeks ago, from what he's saying. Still, like I said, not clear. And then they ask, the next question is, did she give the real reason? What happened? Why didn't she continue with her previous company? Nawat said, Faye said she was unsure about the future because she was waiting for work. I think one of the reasons she felt paranoid was because 4 Elements is a series similar to 4 Haje Hong Kun Kao, a well-known 4-part series from Channel 3. I call this one 4 Elements. Faye was supposed to be in one of those stories, which featured Engfa and 3 other couples. One of those 3 pairs was Faye and Yoko. However, when the schedule and confirmation were requested, the company responded that they were unable to accommodate them for the role. I assume Faye was upset because there was no reason to reject it. She wanted to be in it and thought it was a great opportunity since she was gaining popularity. This project featured only famous pairs. Fring and Becky were also a part of it. 4 Elements consisted solely of well-known couples. Faye was heartbroken. She called me and asked, is it true that the company really won't let me be in it? Since I was involved in developing the project, I told her yes, but we had to respect the company's decision. I told her, if you can't be in this one, we'll work on something new together in the future. God damn, Nawat, he just dropped all the tea. Okay, so let's just break this down, okay? So the reporter asked, did she give the real reason why she left? Even though he kind of just answered it in the question before, but they wanted more details, like what happened, why didn't she want to continue? So he confirmed that Faye was unsure about her future in terms of work, which we all were talking about. We're like, where's the series, where's the movies, where's the content for her future? Like, it's been over a year, what is going on? He confirmed that Engfa and Fring Becky were going to be in it, and it's supposed to be, rising couples, and he said, however, when the schedule and confirmation were requested, the company responded that they were unable to accommodate them for the role. And like, what do you mean you were unable to accommodate them for the role? What other plans did you have, NineStar? What do you... So that sounds suspicious. Like, what do you couldn't accommodate them? The schedule didn't work for you? Like, you couldn't move things around? And this is the issue, is like, their business decisions, no, we don't know what the reasoning is behind them, but them thinking that they needed to do things on their own terms and the only way was their way, and not being able to adjust and meet other people where they're at. This all lines up. It all lines up that they make really bad business decisions only based on their own benefits, right? So that would be, one, it's her business. She's doing things the way she wants to do it, on her terms and her creativity, and she wasn't going to have control of 4 Elements. It's going to be on this other productions company's time and dime, and she was not going to have an influence on that, and I don't think she wanted that. She wanted to have all of the influence. It's really sad because he goes, Faye was heartbroken. She called me and asked, is it true that the company really won't let me be in it? Oh, my Shayla. And then him saying, like, it's okay if you can't be in this one, you'll be in the next one, which is great. You know, yeah, of course. Faye and Nawat have a very close relationship. She calls him Papa Nawat, so, like, I'm not surprised that he is there to support her. He's gonna make sure that she is able to shine in the future, if not in this project. But like I said, we did see that post from Kantharat, the producer with Faye, so for another producer with 4 Elements project, so maybe we will see Faye in something, maybe in the 4 Elements as a guest star. I hope so. Next question. Was this the breaking point for Faye? She didn't know what the future would hold because she wasn't sure if there would be another series. That made her think hard about her decision. I believe both sides settled things amicably since they signed a contract termination. Now they have parted ways, each going their own route. Faye will be a solo artist with no specific pairing. Many rumors suggest she might be paired with Lu, but as of now, there is no official pairing. Faye is currently alone, so the concept being built around her is Faye alone. Again, he was confirming, like, there was no confirmation that she was going to have another series. She didn't know what the future would hold because she wasn't sure if there would be another series. So, NineStar had no plans. That's what that's telling me. They had no plans for Faye's future. Next question. Has Faye ever been threatened or mentioned anything about it? Nawat says, I really don't know, but from now on, Faye is moving forward on her own, managing her own work. She consults me when needed, but I have no financial stake in her work. I don't take any percentage. Faye sees me as an advisor because she was Miss Grand Thailand 2016, and we've been close throughout her journey. She had a 5-year contract with me and stayed until the end. Later, she had a contract with Channel 7, which I also managed. When she started her own current path, she initially wasn't part of an on-screen couple and worked in traditional performance arts with me before eventually becoming a part of a pairing. Now that the pairing has ended, she is figuring out where to grow next. Okay, very straightforward. Question, is Faye stressed? Is she very upset? Nawat, of course she cried. It's normal. She's always been a sensitive person. If people knew her background, they'd understand. Her family wasn't warm. She doesn't know much about her mother. She knows very little about her own life. I've always been there for her, supporting and taking care of her. She will never be too far from me. When she struggles, she comes to me. But as she grows, I also let her go. Right now, I am supporting her in everything. Ticket sales, themes, music, and even having Engfa support her so she can move forward strongly. Faye has a very strong fan base. I'm happy that her international fans are buying a lot of tickets. Her Thai fans are there too, but the international fans are even stronger. Yes, which we already knew. I love that Nawat is like pointing out, he's like, I've always been there for her. I'm always going to be there for her. Even if she goes off on her own and does her own thing, I'm still going to be here. And I love that. Even though, there's really problematic things about Nawat and things that he says, but he is very loyal to the people that he loves. So you can't knock him for that. I love that he is supporting her, especially with Engfa. They're like acknowledging that Engfa's brand will help bolster her. And then also that her international fans are much stronger than her Thai fans. So recognizing the truth of that matter and banking on that. Next question. How is her emotional state? Faye is okay. She's currently forming her work team. When she attends team meetings with me, she operates like an artist with a financial manager, a legal advisor, and other necessary roles. Right now, she doesn't have a production team, a dedicated space, or a creative team, so we're helping with that. That's why on the 30th, the MGI team is handling everything. Yep, makes total sense. And he's like, let me tell you, we are doing our work and our part. Question, has she received threats since Yoko has faced many? Nawat, no, she hasn't. She's very skilled at handling social media and knows how to present herself appropriately. She rarely speaks out and waited until her contract was officially terminated before making one statement, after which she won't address it again. She avoids unnecessary conflicts. She's also, oh, that's so funny. I'm going to come back to that. She's also running businesses, selling clothing, merchandise, and even opening a new hair salon. Everything has been well received. She blends business into her career. She's incredibly skilled at sales, making millions a day. She's particularly great at selling to international customers, and her market abroad is thriving. Please support her on the 30th. I'm going to go back to that first thing he said, and I think that is very telling. Because they asked, has she received the same threats? No, she hasn't, says Nawat. She's very skilled at handling social media and knows how to present herself appropriately. She rarely speaks out and waited until her contract was officially terminated before making one statement, after which she won't address it again. She avoids unnecessary conflicts. And that is very true. This entire time, this past year, her working with NineStar, when anything would come up, she rarely ever said anything. When the whole, backlash against Yoko, I believe, in July was going on, she did go on live with Yoko next to her, but Yoko wasn't in the video, but she cleared things up. She's like, you guys don't need to worry about, me posting any songs or things on Instagram. It doesn't mean anything. Anything that's going on with me and Yoko, we're fine, we're good, and I will not be talking about my personal life. That's my choice. And that was it. And she never addressed it again. Anything that ever came up, she never talked about it. This is the same. A big thing happened. She left this company. She waited till she signed the contract. She did one TikTok live. She talked a little bit about the situation in a very professional way. And she has not said anything since then. She has not brought it up. She has just been moving on and promoting her fan meeting. Very professional. Nawat summed that up great. As compared to Yoko, who is much younger and doesn't have the understanding or a maturity to understand that she doesn't need to answer to things. How many times have fans have told her, like, stop talking. She talks too much, trying to explain herself, trying to defend herself, and it's like, that doesn't work. Stop talking. Follow what Faye has told you. You know, she would always say that she models herself after Faye, but except for the social media aspect, I'm like, you really should have taken a page out of her book in terms of how to manage your social media, because, girl, how many times did Faye tell her that she talked too much? She said it multiple times. Yoko just had a life. She had another life, still talking about people moving on and not seeing them as a couple anymore. Stop talking. It doesn't help that Yoko was lying in the past, so no one believes anything she says anymore. So her saying, like, I moved on and I want everyone else to move on, doesn't really resonate for people. No one really cares what she says anymore because they can't believe the things that she said because she's lied in the past. Next question. Does Faye's former shipping couple have a chance of terminating their contract as well? Nawat. I'm confident she won't leave. The company has a clear path for her, and there's no chance she will step away. She is in a good position where she is. Trust me, only Faye has left. Moving forward, she will likely stay single and focus on herself for at least half a year or more. See, Nawat even confirmed it. Yoko is happy where she's at, and she has a clear path for her future, and there's no reason for her to leave that company. As I've said many a times, Yoko is fine. She does not have any problems with NineStar. Other people had problems with NineStar. Lots of people had problems with NineStar, but doesn't mean that Yoko had the same issues. Her experience was completely different. Frankly, it was more positive than other people. She didn't have to deal with the business aspects of working with Juan, so she didn't have any negative experiences. All of this is like all positive for her. She's getting a lot more work than she's ever had before, and she sees everything as working out. And I would say that it is. I think they do have a clear path for Yoko. They never had a clear path for FayeYoko. That is very clear at this point. Question. Faye is beautiful and well-rounded. Will she compete in Miss Universe Thailand? Did you stop translating here? There is a point where that does come up. Let me see if I can find the video. Miss Universe Thailand. Faye say that again, but I'm 30, so apparently people are asking if she is gonna, join the Miss Universe Thailand. And Faye say that again. She's like, but I'm 30. Oh, you don't know. In Miss Universe Thailand 80, they wanted to. She said it was worth thinking about, but I'm not very free. I've been making money lately. Actually, Faye is the type that Miss Universe likes. Kun Ann, who's the owner of Miss Universe, also asked. If you can hear that, my wife is literally sleeping behind me. You can hear her snoring. And I'm going to keep that in. Kun Ann is asking, the boss's beauty queen, that person, is Faye still there? Nawat says, why do you ask? And then Kun Ann was like, I like her, a beauty queen. So people are thinking about her all the time. So yeah, there you go. Kun Ann, who's the owner of Miss Universe. And if you didn't know, Nawat did sign I forgot what it's called. He just signed a contract with Miss Universe to have the rights to it, the copyrights, for the next 5 years or so. So he's working with Miss Universe Thailand as well as, Miss Grand. Obviously, that's his thing, Miss Grand International, Miss Grand Thailand. And Kun Am, who's the owner of Miss Universe, is very interested in Faye and her participating in the Miss Universe, even though Faye's like, I'm 30. What do you mean? Why would I do Miss Universe? But Kun Am's like, I still want you, girl. And that shows, how versatile and how interesting she is as a person. She'll probably be a special guest or a judge, I'm assuming, for Miss Universe. I wouldn't be surprised by that. Okay, and then a little bit more of what for the beauty queen who plays guitar, only Faye super porn can work. Still call super porn because I'm not addicted to the new name. He always has issues with people changing their name. He, a couple of weeks ago or months ago, he was talking shit about changing her name to Sherlyn, and that was a whole big thing. And apparently, I guess she's not going by Sherlyn anymore because he was not having that. So, and everyone was pissed at him for the way he handled it because he kind of humiliated her on stage at an event, and that is very Nawat. When he thinks something, if he believes something, he's gonna say it out loud, even if it's inappropriate. So you just gotta kind of take the good with the bad with this dude. He says, I'm still addicted to the old name. What's the new name? Pariah. Faye Pariah. Just call her Faye. Jesus. He's so ridiculous. They asked him about future projects with Faye, and he said, I'm discussing with her the idea of doing a solo concert, one that is truly just her, a full-scale concert, not just a fan meeting. When it comes to being a singer, she has it all. Everyone probably remembers that she once released a song called Yek Thang Kan Dern, which was a success. You can watch it on Grand TV. I plan to reboot it. He's always promoting himself. He's so funny. She has an incredible talent for singing Luk Thang, Thai country music. If she were to compete, she would win every contest. She is also amazing at singing Chinese songs, highly artistic, and one of the best guitar players among beauty queens. In fact, the only beauty queen who can perform with a guitar at events is Faye Supaporn. This man is a marketing genius. He is so good at pumping out information and sowing seeds and things like that and getting people excited. I have to say his business acumen is quite good. Someone was like, put this graphic, love is patient, love is kind, with the butterfly being trapped in Faye's sunflower there, putting out all of the butterflies in the advertisements for her fan meeting. So on day 3, on day 2, on day 1, and on the day the tickets went on sale. What does it mean? I just think it means that Faye is processing publicly. I do not think that they're getting back together or that they're together secretly. I just think that she's in her feelings, and this is her way of like processing it publicly without actually having to talk about it. There was an announcement by, I guess, these organizers, and this was released through a Chinese Balaga Entertainment. Balaga did that most recent video with Faye and Yoko. It looked like they were at a wedding, like a wedding event. It was like no one was there, but it was just them, like at a wedding reception. But this is from them. It says, regarding the video call arrangement originally scheduled for March 21st, after discussion with NineStar Company, here's the update. As per NineStar's request, the video call format will be changed to a 3-way call. Both actors will appear in separate frames, but fans can still communicate with both of them simultaneously. The call duration remains unchanged at 2 minutes. I think that the situation with that is like, it could be, they're saying that, you know, due to NineStar's request, but it could have been Faye's request. She's like, why would I want to be in the same room as Yoko? We're not really talking anymore. Everything is, you know, this is weird. She probably doesn't even want to be in the presence of NineStar's company, period, because of all of the tension and stuff that's going on behind the scenes with the boycotts and things like that. Imagine if it was you, would you want to go back to your old company and be in their presence, or be in the presence of your ex-girlfriend to film these very awkward and unnecessary video calls? So I understand they're going to do it this way, and it makes sense. I would do it from a business standpoint. It makes more sense to have it as like a 3-way call. Sucks for the fans, but I don't even think they should be doing this fan call. But they're keeping this because they made a commitment, even though all of their other events have been canceled. I'm like, y'all could just cancel this though. You don't need to do this. This is gonna look really bad. Right before so this is gonna happen tomorrow. This is for March 21st. So I will report on this in a few days after it's happened, because I'm sure it's gonna be a dramatic situation. There's gonna be a lot of memes, a lot of videos, a lot of edits. People are like, oh, they don't want them to be in the same room together. I'm like, you guys, they have each other's phone number. They know where each other lives. If they want to talk to each other, they can. It has nothing to do with separating them. NineStar's not trying to prevent them from talking. But it says, tomorrow's schedule for Engfa. Instead of going to the expose, the Belta tomorrow, I'll be a judge in the darkroom segment from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. After I'm done judging, I'll head straight to rehearsals for P5's fan meet. Oh, so this was Engfa. She actually wrote this, looks like maybe on Weibo, letting us know that she is going to be in rehearsals with P5. Very exciting. So obviously I'm assuming they're going to be doing a dance number. If they don't do Dong Dong, I'm going to be very disappointed. This is so random. There's no reason for this, but I just found this on X. Someone was posting like old pictures and stuff, and I was like, God damn, guys, what? How? On Instagram, the My Street Studio posted this picture, hashtag Faye Timeless Love. So this is the group that's going to be dancing at that fan meeting. So that was really cute, just the women posing. And then literally like the same day or later that day, Yoko posted also a picture of her at a dance studio, and people were like, are you, what? Why did you post this at the same time? Did you see the other posting? Weird. Jealous? And people were making fun. They're like, jealous much? Maybe she saw Faye's all-female backup dancer crew and decided to post hers too. Yoko will be like, I'm prettier and sexier than them, babe. Y'all are silly. It's the day that I'm filming this. Today is like Thursday, March 20th in the morning time. And Faye posted on her Instagram stories her and Engfa practicing. So cute. The one before was, I believe, Faye's posting, and this one is Engfa's posting. Yeah. I'm just doing a boomerang, essentially. Cute! Juke did translate the posts, because some of it was in Thai, and I couldn't translate it. So the caption says, you know, your cheeks are redder than anyone's, and then Faye says it out loud. She says, cheeks are red, cute and bright, and then Engfa says, too red, probably red enough for tomorrow as well. But the cute thing is like, you could hear Faye sing, and everyone's like, yes! Or giggling.
แก้มแดงอองตองแดงไป แดงกว่าพวกนี้เลยมั้ง แก้มแดงอองตองแดงไป แดงกว่าพวกนี้เลยมั้ง
Nice to hear Faye laughing and giggling, because we haven't heard her laugh and giggle really. I mean, she did a little bit during her live, but you know, it was a little bit bittersweet in a way. On Engfa's, she wrote yo 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 like in a hip-hop style. But people are probably going to run with that. She wrote yo, because it does translate. Google Translate says just yo, but it's really yo 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 yo, like a rapper or something like that. Someone said, my translation said table table table, which is even worse than yo 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 yo. Yeah, these translations are really not great. MGI posted about it on their X account. They reposted both Faye and Engfa's posting, their Instagram stories. And this is what I mean in terms of like really good marketing and promotion of an event. And that's it. That's all I got for today, is this update for the past week, past 6 days, which basically shows that Faye is thriving. Faye is booked and busy, and she is having a great time. So many opportunities in the future. You can see people want to work with her. Producers, performers, everything looks really good for her future. I'm glad that she got out of NineStar, because I do think if she would have stayed there, things would have just been stagnant and we wouldn't have seen any new content for her that was interesting other than like the newbie, right? Or maybe we would have seen in real time their relationship of FayeYoko dissolving, and that would have been even more painful to see it over a slow amount of time instead of how it happened in February, where it was just kind of like sudden. Just rip that band-aid off and let's just move forward. But yeah, that is it. That is this week's update. Of course, I'll keep you guys updated to anything else that happens, any new dramas, and I will see y'all in the next one. Peace.
Mod systemet vi bokser. De andre hopper som lopper, imens jeg også er en hosser.